UAB will be hosting Memphis after they fired Trent Dilfer and brought in Alex Mortensen, the offensive coordinator, to be the interim head coach. Now, Mortensen, slightly better of a candidate than Dilfer was, but that's not saying a whole lot. Um, you take a look at his history. Here's a man that, okay, he worked as graduate assistant and analyst at Alabama. He played football for Arkansas Sanford and the Tennessee Titans. Not very long in the professional stance. He was worked for St. Louis Rams, QB's coach for New Mexico Highlands, which is a Division II school. Uh, Coach for the Birmingham Irons, professional American football franchise with the AAF. Um, he's another one of those that's barely got any coaching under his belt. So you're basically looking at that this is a man who is going to be going up against Ryan Silverfield, who, in all honesty, is really good at coaching, as has been shown what he's done at Memphis. Do I think that he's going to be able to milk a little bit more out of UAB? Oh, I doubt it. Especially when you're having to play against Memphis. Memphis is not a normal group of five school. They are not Jekyll and Hyde, depending on what day of the week it is. So, Memphis is coming in and is going to be the steamroller that Memphis is. They've got a good defense. They've got a good offense. UAB's got an okay offense, and let's not even go into their defense. So let's take a look at these two teams and see if there's any chance of a bounce back, like what other fired head coaches and interim head coach coming in situation happens. If you like AAC football, if you like college football, if you like college sports, hit like, hit subscribe because I cover all of that. Now let's get into this. Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Nealon. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there. Now, Brendan Lewis, the starting quarterback, 105 of 154, 1,269 yards through the air, 68.2 completion rate. He's thrown 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and been sacked 12 times. So this offensive line is okay at best. Even though, hey, they're undefeated. They're currently 6-0. First team in college football to get bowl eligible this year. Rushing, though, Sutton Smith, 70 carries, 454 yards, a long of 64, 6 touchdowns. Brendan Lewis, 79 for 425, 26 yard long run, 7 touchdowns. Greg DeFrozzi's got 4. Frank Peasant's got 2. Makari Bodiford's got 3. So they've got 22 on the ground. So that's most of their scoring right there. Now, Cortez Braum has got 24 catches, 408 yards. He's got a 73-yard long run. He's got 5 touchdowns on the receiving side. Brady Clues, Greg DeRosiers, and Matt Adcock have the other 3. So you're looking at 3 players that you have to shut down, or 4 players you got to shut down because Greg DeRosiers has got a 90-yard long run on a. He got handed the ball and went 90 yards. And then throw in the fact that he's also got the touchdown Man's got 5 touchdowns. Sutton Smith 6, Brendan Lewis 7 plus the 8 that he threw. You know. Now on the defensive side, they got 11 sacks on opposing quarterback. They got 25 pass deflections, 9 interceptions, and 2 touchdowns via interceptions. So yeah, throwing against them is pretty freaking ridiculous. They got 6 forced fumbles and 3 fumble recoveries. They're not bad on the line either. On the defensive side, they could be a little bit stronger on the offensive line, but defensive line, they're doing pretty good. Now, Sam Brumfeld's got 35 tackles, 3 sacks, 21 yards there. Kamari Wilson has got 35 tackles, got 3 pass deflections, two interceptions. He's run back 20 yards. Now, this is a linebacker, defensive back, and now DeMarco Ward, who's a linebacker, 32 tackles, 2 interceptions, and by the way, he's the guy that ran back both the touchdowns, or both the interceptions for touchdowns. Very good defense, really good run game, not a bad uh, pass game. Penalty wise, 28 of 255, so they're averaging 42 yards a game. That's kind of discipline. So you have a kind of disciplined team. You've got 4 players on the offense that do a lot of work, but it's spread out enough that, it looks really good. You got a couple of others that are backing them up. On defense, you've got several good tacklers. You got a good pass defense, a not bad defensive line, and an offensive line that could be a little bit better. And the quarterback, his biggest problem is that he needs to watch where he throws it, but for the most part, not a bad, or it doesn't really matter most of the time. I mean, they're 6-0. This is Memphis that's going into UAB. Now, for the Blazers, Jalen Kitna, 161 of 233, 1,776 yards through the air. He's got 69.1% completion rate, 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, been sacked 13 times. Not a bad team, or not a bad quarterback, other than the fact that this is probably his shiny spot. Javon, on the rushing side, Javon Jackson's got 71 carries, got 3 touchdowns. Isaiah Jacobs, 36 carries, 2 touchdowns. Solomon Bede, 23 carries, 4 touchdowns. Far less carries than their top rusher, and he's still got 4 touchdowns. Nate Rogers, quarterback, got 6 carries, 34 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ryder Burton, 1 carry, got a touchdown. So this is a interesting team offensively on that side of things. Now, receiving, Iverson Hooks, 30 catches, 2 touchdowns. Corey Milner, 17 for 3 touchdowns. Brandon Hawkins and Caleb Brown and Xavier Daisy. Let's see here. So, Caleb Brown, Xavier Daisy, Javon Jackson, Isaiah Jacobs, Elijah, yep, that's it. All of them have a touchdown. So 10 through the air, 12 on the ground. Not as productive as you would think it would be. They could be a lot more productive because, yeah, 71 carries, 388 yards. That's all you've got. 5.5 yards an average. So you hand them the ball, you should be able to get first down a couple of times, or some of those times. But you see that they are 2-4 right now. But Hayes got 3 touchdowns. Now, on the defensive side, they've only been able to get to opposing quarterback 9 times. They've only deflected 14 passes, caught 2 interceptions. And they've got 2 forced fumbles and 2 fumble recoveries. Leading tackler, Devin Hightower, he's linebacker. He's got the 42 tackles, 1 interception, went 7 yards with it. Pierre Royster is a safety, 33 tackles, 1 interception, -5 yards. Oh, and Evan Hightower's got a fumble recovery. Eamon Smalls, defensive tackle, 31 tackles. That's pretty much it. So, I mean, you're looking at eh, a barely capable defense, an offense that got a few weapons, but not really that exciting considering they're 6 games into the season. Penalty wise, they're 51 of 4. They got 51 penalties, 402 yards, 67 yards average a game. They're undisciplined. They're Jalen Kitna's just a hair better than Brendan Lewis, but he hasn't got the weapons that Memphis has. Solomon Beebe is really productive. Javon Jackson is pretty productive. You're looking at an underperforming offense with an offensive line that's considering who they played because everybody was, they lost to Navy, Tennessee, Army, and Florida Atlantic so far. They beat Akron and Alabama State. So two demonstrably worse teams than UAB, which is really rare. This is what Alex Mortenson's got to work with to try to turn around. They talk about, and it's, it happens several times. I mean, Rice did it last year where they bounced back. They fired their head coach, bounced back and beat Navy. UCLA did it this year. They fired Deshaun Foster, who should never have been a head coach. Not against Deshaun Foster. Don't think I'm complaining about Deshaun Foster. I'm saying with his resume, he should not have been a head coach. He should, at most be a offensive coordinator at this point. But they fired Deshaun Foster, bring in New Heisel. They beat Penn State. You're looking at that those bounce backs happen, but then also ask Bobby Petrino how that happened or how that works because, well, he didn't bounce back against Tennessee. Came close, but didn't do it. Is there going to be some change done with this UAB team? Maybe, but they're having to face off against Memphis. Memphis is going to win this game. Memphis has got too strong of a defense. Their biggest strength is Jalen Kitna, and Kitna is going up against a pass defense that really is going to smack it around. They got a few guys that can rush, but yeah, they're a little productive, but you're going up against the line that's a defensive line that's pretty productive. Your offensive line is not bad, but you're still dealing with that same defensive line. So I don't think that Alex Mortensen can get the bounce back in this game. Maybe possible. I mean, but I don't see it. So yeah, Memphis should have this game in the bag pretty early too. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.